Alright people, welcome back to the PWC channel. Today we have another match of our freshly started season 6 of the PWC. It is between Caracasa and our newcomer Yuno, and I'm here with our coach of the week actually, Scary Monsters Overheaven. Hi SMO.
Hello.
Alright, so that's the first thing I'm gonna say. I'm gonna call you SMO for this recording.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah, so looking at the matchup, we have Caracasa bringing his signature Decidueye, Gliscor, Slowbro, Hitmonlee, Porygon 2, and Kyurem. Meanwhile, Yuno has got his signature, which is, or this is still the team he took over from Cappidore, which has Chinchino as the signature, Milotic, Quillfish, Clefable, Excadrill, and
My
T-Tar.
bad.
Alright, so there we go. The lead matchup is Chinchino and Gliscor. Do you have any initial thoughts on the matchup?
Well, I was looking at the doc before this, but it's obviously got Yuno's new team. Looking at this, huh? Um, okay. I think the Hitmonlee has potential actually. Like the Clefable's a big problem for it, but it goes in pretty hard against almost everything else. Which I mean, as a relatively low tier Pokemon, it'll probably pull its weight, I think.
Yeah.
In terms of how to deal with the Clefable, it is a little tricky, right? Like he doesn't have any, unless it's like Specs, Scurum or something. But even then, that's like the type advantage.
Yeah, Clefable looks like it might be an issue. I think I know that I talked to Caracas about his team. I think this might be Hayes Decidueye, if I'm not mistaken. And one thing I noticed personally is that Yuno does not switch well into Gliscor's EQ at all. So he basically only
Yeah, that's
switches
true.
into Milotic on it.
He has no resist.
Yeah, so that's one thing to keep in
Yeah,
mind.
he's going right for it now.
So let's see. He's not Flame Orb.
No, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, Caracasa always switches into Slowbro or P2 on the Milo, but he does not appreciate it toxic if Yuno carries it.
Yeah, okay. He goes to Slowbro now, and it screens.
Oh, light screen. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's creative. I like it.
Okay. So that I'm imagining then maybe that's Dragon Dance Tyranitar
That's possible. That's possible.
or Fable. Okay, so yeah, this is so he probably goes to the Decidueye now because this probably wants to calm mind behind the screen.
Yeah, that's or he goes into Gliscor because I remember vaguely this might also be Taunt Gliscor.
Oh yeah, okay, that would be.
Ah, okay, so he goes into the Decidueye. So I'm almost positive this one has haze, but we'll see. Just looking at it, Yuno does not appreciate Specs freeze dry. If wow, that's strong.
Yeah, that's a 2-hit KO. Okay.
Wow, is this?
That's really good because breaking the Clefable would be a really
Yeah, that's huge.
big different matchup.
Wow, is that adamant Decidueye? That's crazy.
Is he teleporting into your maybe Quill?
Might go into Quillfish or T-Tar even. But
Yeah,
if he goes into Tita, that's interesting. He does not
that
switch into Leaf Blades well. Just looking at it,
no.
the Sidra is looking really good for him. So yeah, this Quillfish might be the option here. Huh.
He the T-Tower would be much nicer if he'd had a reflect rather than a light screen. Because if it is Dragon Dance, he can probably Dragon Dance and then maybe threaten this with Fire Punch or something. But
Yeah,
he can't really.
is Milo capable of learning both Reflect and Light Screen?
I'm not sure. I would have assumed so. Let me check. No, it doesn't learn Reflect. Okay,
Ah,
that's
okay,
interesting.
okay.
What's the Chinchino? Oh, probably just knockoff. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
I
thinking
mean
like
he has the Gliscor
can't
sitting
tail
right
slap
there.
it, and he doesn't really like whatever the grass tail slap is called again.
It's Bullet Seed.
Yeah, so he pretty much has to knock off here.
Yeah.
Um,
Does Chinchino get an ice move? Does it get like what's it called? The period move, the new one,
well, actually, that's a good question. Also,
triple axle. Ah, he goes into slow brawl.
it does get triple axle.
Ah, okay, so Gliscor is not a switch in. Or at least potentially not. Okay, so now we're gonna see the big Mama Tar here that Yuno brought with him. Also, by the way, just oh, that's Mega
It
Titar
is
and is
Dragon.
indeed Dragon Dance. Ooh, and he
Oh
has got the
wow.
body press. Wow, that's huge. Well, he still has to sack something here, I think. This Titar is looking scary.
Yeah.
And well, how does he revenge it afterwards? By the way, he has to go
And
into.
the Milotic is light clay also is what we see now. Yeah, in terms of revenging this, it
Huh?
depends on what the Teethar has, right? But
Yeah.
like if it doesn't have a fighting move, then yeah, I was thinking P2 might be fine.
Oof. This is looking scary now. He has to hope to live this.
Yeah, he died with Stone Edge here.
Yep, he dies to Stone Edge. I would assume that T-Tar definitely carries Ice Punch because the Gliscor is just... Alright, let's see. Oh, he's got only got Tri-Attack. Man, this is looking scary.
This is really scary now. Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
He dies to Crunch. Decidueye dies to Crunch. Slowbro dies to Crunch.
And what does he do here?
Hitmonlee dies to, so it's just I think he has to go Gliscor.
Yeah, and hope he doesn't have Ice Punch, I guess. But he
Is
would
there
have...
any chance Kieran can live something? Like
I
what
mean,
is Crunch do to Kieran?
it depends what's kind of Hitmonlee set this is as well.
There's
Does
no
it...
way this lives,
Nah, this doesn't live, never. This is... Wow, this is looking really
which is a
desperate.
bad sign.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
it's Culverberry.
Culverberry! Crazy. Yes, I remember. Oh, wow, that's huge for Caracasa. Man, this was looking really scary. This might have been a sweep. And he only lost to P2, which wasn't that important, so that's really good for him.
Probably just again either knocks or U-turns here because like
Yeah,
his other
he
offensive
would.
options he just can't commit to.
Yeah, he would U-turn here. This is pretty
You
much...
think this is like choiced maybe?
This is always a possibility. I think Cinchino is always prone to be run banded. Okay, I would have definitely gone into... Ah, well, it's hard to tell. But yeah, this the Decidueye is still looking nice with the Leaf Blade here. Ooh,
Yeah, definitely.
and Excadrill does not have Sand anymore, and it completely gets walled both by Gliscor and Slowbro. So this Excadrill is pretty much useless. So the way I
Yeah,
look at
and
it,
also if the Gliscor is offensive, it might even be able to kill the Clef at 46, right? Or especially if he gets Hazards up or something.
yeah, also looking at how much the Decidueye did with Leaf Blade, this Clef might not even be physically defensive. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely possible. Alright,
So both Earthquake and Leaf Blade are super threatening here. And
I think he's just gonna defog.
still,
He's gonna defog here. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, offensively, it's really hard to for Yuno to switch into quite a lot of what Caracasa has now.
Yeah. Wow, this Tita was a good win con for him. And
Yeah, that Culverberry was really,
that was so clutch, man. I was thinking in the back of my head he might also be some crazy Hitmonlee set that gets with Endure or something that still gets cannot speed the T-Tar after the Unburden activates. But
yeah.
that was a last ditch effort. Okay, so yeah, this is looking really nasty, this Decidueye. I think he might be Leaf Blade, Defog, Haze, and Roost. Not sure because it's been a while that I talked to Caracasa about this team, but it might be. And it definitely beats this Quillfish 101 if it doesn't have
That would
Toxic.
make sense looking at what Yuno's brought because it's like he doesn't need the different attacking move aside from Leaf Blade, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense to bring three status moves.
Ooh, that's bad. Yuno has says WTF to this crit. Well, even Caracasa says that's so bad. Huh. I mean, Leaf Blade does have a high crit ratio, so the chance weren't that
I
low.
wonder he's switched out on this previously, but I wonder if it's good to just Leaf Blade here now because it it gets good damage on the Chinchino. He still has a bunch of threats in the back, and if it U-turns out, it's gonna be big like big damage on whatever he goes to.
Yeah, so At this point, Yuno doesn't have any switch-ins to cure him at all anymore, with the Clefable being at 46% and Milo being weak to the freeze dry. Ooh, but I
Oh
still
wow.
think this was not the sack, honestly. I still think this Decidueye was so good because basically every time Yuno goes into Milo, you pretty much get a kill with Leaf Blade. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
not
think
sure.
this Hitmonlee probably kills something though.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, you would assume so.
maybe not Milotic if it's but like it'll kill Cinccino with high jump kick, it'll kill Excadrill and it probably carries poison jab for curse.
Ah,
Oh, is it
so
White
it's
Herb?
Curse White Herb, yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have poison
Yeah,
jab,
this might
but
be yeah. I was do you think the Clef's Magic Guard or
yeah, I think if it would have been we saw that it wasn't physically defensive. So yeah, I don't know what the ability would be. Can't really tell. I think it might would likely be Magic Guard, so it doesn't take damage from the sand. And I don't really see the most threatening setup sweepers on Caracasa's team, at least not the one he brought. So I would assume it was Magic Guard, but I'm not sure.
how much does high jump kick do here?
I think it would close combat, and I think given that it's not Flame Orb, it's
Oh,
gonna
that's
do
right. I forgot it gets this going.
definitely over 50%. I would think.
That's why I'm thinking. Oh, rapid
Oh,
spin.
Rapid Spin as well. Oh, and he doesn't appear to have Scald.
See, I was worried about Scald, but I was thinking if you're not worried about Scald, it might even be worth just cursing a second time, right? Because at that point, you're still faster, I think, with the Unburden than.
Yeah, I mean Excadrill might be faster if it's Jolly because it just barely outspeed, but this is GG. Wow, really cool Hitmonlee sweep by Caracasa. That's nice. That's what I like to see. Yeah, a little bit of a rough debut for Yuno here. Just two words about Yuno. He's new to our league. I'm so excited to see how he's gonna do. He got dropped into a really hard division with Sapphire Division, but I know him from another league and he's a good player. He was just on the cusp of sweeping here with his T-Tar, but got surprised by the Cobra Berry. And a little bit unlucky with the crit at the end there, which
Do you
paved the
remember how
way
much
for...
life the Slowbro was on when that happened? Because I'm wondering how much +2 Stone Edge would have done. Not that I'm saying he should have, known it was Colbur, but
Yeah, I think he was at like 85%, I would guess. Something around
mm,
that benchmark. And I'm not sure. I think T-Tar is strong, but seeing as it carried body press, it was likely bold max defense. I think he just
yeah,
couldn't kill it from there. But yeah, definitely very interesting game, and that's really hyped that Hitmonlee was able to get the sweep here.
yeah,
All right, so thanks so much for joining me, SMO. That was cool. That was nice,
yeah.
and
It was a fun game.
yeah, for sure. And guys, with that being said, we will see you in another recording.